Alrighty guys, so how's she going today? So, we're just sitting here chilling on the computer desk watching the security camera that's watching my driveway. And I'm just kind of cleaning up a little bit. Mother went to go get some pills, so figured I'd make a quick video before they get back. They just left now, so could be about a good hour yet. So now I'm trying to make up some kind of amount, and just don't have the right kind of crap to do what I want to do. So I guess that's out of the question. But anyways, we're using the phone again, of course. So what's going on today is, well, I called the polairs dealer back because I want to know what the fuck is going on. And the girl that I talked to said that she hasn't even told him yet, which is, I think, is bullshit. Because when did I call? I called Thursday. I called last Thursday, and you know, I wanted to get on that list of. No, there's no list really. They just, I guess, come whenever the hell they feel like coming. She said that she would, I guess, get a hold of him or something, and you know, and tell him. Well, when I called her today or this morning, there goes a loud truck. I called this morning and she said that she hasn't even told him yet. I was like, well, what the fuck? You had all fucking Thursday to say something. You had all fucking Thursday night. You know, and then you had all fucking Friday. And then now you got fucking, you know, and then yet you had all the weekends. I mean, you could have called them on the weekends. You know. You, could have told him today. Apparently she didn't. So this is getting to be a little bit of bullshit. I know you guys are staring at my computer, but it's either that or my ugly face. So, but yeah, so I'm a little bit pissed off at my dealer because there was no reason why they couldn't have came and got it Friday. You know, I mean, they ain't that fucking busy. I don't give a fuck. You know, what kind of fucking dealer they are. You're not that busy. And then, yeah, they don't even say what they're doing to, you know, they don't explain what they're busy doing. You know, I mean, if you're maxed out with room, you know, maybe other people have all their machines in, you know, and they don't have any more room, so they can't take any more customers. Well, that's what you should be saying. Like, well, we can't take any more machines in right now. Not just say, well, I'm busy. And then, you know, because I don't know what to think. I'm either thinking you're you know, you're busy. You got too many other machines in the shop right now, or you just refuse to take my freaking, you know, my money, my, you know. So I don't know what else to do anymore. Now, this week is supposed to warm up. Well, it started warming up last night, but it was still cold. It's supposed to be in the 20s, I guess, today, but whatever the wind chill is, it's probably going to be less than that. So, this kind of just pisses me off. You know, I mean, if you don't, you know, and the thing is, too, that we're supposed to be expecting some more snow, I think, sometime this week. It's not going to be a lot. It's probably not going to be worth plowing. But I don't know that. I mean, they said possibly 1 to 2 inches. I think that's the last time I heard. But, I mean, every day they fucking change it. So now they could be talking, you know, 10 inches of fucking snow. I don't know. And I don't have a fucking machine running. So, I don't know. But they said that she, apparently from what she said, that she would tell him, and then he'll call back this afternoon, and I guess either come and get it or say when he'll come and get it. So But, the thing is, too, is that my dealer is such a fucking pain in the ass to get a hold of. And I'm not the only one that's been bitching about this. My mom went to I can't remember where she went. I think she went to the mail. To the mail there, and there was a lady in there that said that she wanted to order a helmet, I think for her son or her grandson or whatever. She wanted to get it off of my dealer. And she said that she kept trying and trying. She tried calling his cell phone, his office. No one picks up. And it's been the same way with me. I've been lucky to even get a hold of him yet, these 2 times. But they need to start keeping more people by the phones, because if you're not going to have someone by your phone, watching the phone, then you need to cut back on business then, because you're doing too much and you're not around the phone. Or you need to start hiring more people then, because I have a machine that's been sitting now for 2 weeks, or probably almost 2 weeks now, because last week I had to wait for that fucking part to show up. So, I'm going to say probably at least maybe a good week and a half it's been sitting. And now we're into a new week now. It's Monday, the 19th, and we'll see how long it takes him to show up this week to get my 4-wheeler. He may not even fucking come the fucking Friday for all the hell I know. I'm like, come on. That's not acceptable. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care if you're a small business or a giant business. If someone calls and they want your help on something, you need to be there. Or you need to send someone else that has the same knowledge as you and let them come and get it. See, this guy that I do business with, of course, this is the guy that sold me the machine. He's the only guy, apparently, that can come and get him and bring him back, because he's the only one that's got a trailer. Well, I'm sure your co-workers have big trucks, too, and they could just hook their truck up to your trailer and take your trailer. I mean, I guess if you have a trusting issue, then that's a problem, but buy them a trailer then, or buy them a used one, There needs to be more support around here. There's not enough. There's not enough reliable companies around here to freaking get a hold of, to do anything. I've called electricians. They don't give a fuck. Called plumbers. No, they rip you off, and they're hard to get a hold of too. I mean, and then they do poor business too on top of that. So people on the internet. I mean, you guys will watch this video and you guys will be like, you just sound like you're wrong about everything. No, I know the truth because I live here. What goes on in my town is completely different from what goes on in your town or your city. That's why I get pissed off when people say, oh, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, or whatever the fucking reasons may be. You guys don't know the fucking truth. I don't vlog everything that goes on, so even though I would like to, I don't have reliable equipment to do that. My GoPro fucking hardly ever works. It won't start on its own, so you guys don't know how people are around here. People around here have that I don't give a fuck attitude. And it showed. It shows with the polairs dealer. It shows with the company that was fixing my tractor. They were bullshit. So, I mean, apparently my word's not good enough. Well, you're just going to have to take my word. If you don't like it, then get the fuck off my channel then. Because I don't know how else to explain it to you, but they're poor business. So, that much I can do about it. So, we will see, I guess, if they call today. They said they would probably call in the afternoon some fucking time. Well, if you call in the afternoon, it means you're not coming in today. And I even called the people where I get my gas from in the diesel fuel. I know that they worked on cars and stuff like that, but I didn't know if they worked on ATVs. And I called, and they said they don't even want to start with that. So, thanks a lot. That's nice to know. I know that they don't do that kind of thing. That's really meant up to, obviously like Polaris or whatever, but I don't know. I think it's something they need to start doing because at least for one thing, they're closer to home, and they're not fucking busy 24/7. I mean, yeah, they're more busier in the summertime because farmers are out in the fields, but in the wintertime, they're not really. They got jobs here and there, but they're not booked, to the max. They do have cars in there, but they're not filled to the max. But apparently my polairs dealer is, and I can't ever get a fucking hold of them. I mean, everyone tells me what to do and, and what to look for and stuff. I don't know where any half that fucking crap runs to. I'm not going to tear my machine apart any more than I have to. I already did what I could. So replacing the starter is probably not going to help because I don't think it's a starter issue. If it was a starter issue, the starter wouldn't even be working at all. The starter would just be doing nothing. So someone was saying the jump start. Jump starting is not the problem. It's not the battery. If your battery is low on amps, like someone was saying, your battery is going to be dead. I mean, and my battery charger would tell me that my battery is dead. So, and it's full. It's fully charged. I checked it with the tender thing, and it said my battery was full. Your battery's not going to be low on amps or volts if your battery is full. It's all going to be the same. It's all going to be full. But, whatever. I don't know how batteries work. That's just what I think. So, whatever the hell it is, it's not the battery issue. Because if it was a battery issue, nothing would be working then. The lights wouldn't be coming on. The gauges wouldn't even be coming on. The starter wouldn't even be getting any power if it was a battery issue. So, and it's the same issue as what I had a few years ago, and it was the wire running from the battery to the starter. So, it's probably that same fucking wire again, and I know that one guy said it's probably corroded again. Well, holy fuck, that wire must be exposed pretty damn good to get corroded that fucking quick. So, and I don't even know where that fucking wire goes to, but if I knew where the hell it went to, I would be changing it, because that's bullshit. Whatever is being exposed to the open air and the water and the mud and shit, that needs to get covered up with something, because that's stupid. Like, it needs to be, like, I forget what they call it, but it's like some kind of it's like rubber, and you can just, like, melt it on there or whatever, cover it up so that the water can't get to it anymore. Yeah, if you need to change the cable, you're going to have to cut through the rubber. Well, at least then you know for sure it would be the wire that fried itself and not just being corroded to shit. So, I don't know. I don't know where that wire even runs to. We looked at a little bit of the wiring the last time we had that issue. And you can see where the wires go into the back of the starter, and they were fine. And then the wires hooked to the battery. They're all clean. I mean, they're perfect. And I know that because, well, I'm always hooking shit up to my battery, so, it's, and plus that doesn't get wet, doesn't get in the mud, so it's clean. So I don't really know what the issue is, and I'm not going to play around with it. I didn't even touch it all weekend. But, it was down, it was freaking close to -30. And, that was with the wind, and I'm like, I ain't doing that. That's just BS. I ain't working when it's that fucking cold out. So, whatever it is, they can fix it if they decide to ever get here. But I can tell you one thing right now. Something's got to change, because this is bullshit. What needs to change, I think, is I need to get a pickup truck. I need to get a trailer. And I need to start hauling my own machinery to a dealer that I can actually fucking trust. And if that means I gotta, drive an hour south or 2 hours south, so fucking be it. If I can get my machine in that same day and they can fix it, fine then. I need a reliable company where I can take my machine in, and have it serviced either that very same day or the next day possible, and get my machine back within a few days. Depending on the problem. If it's a major problem, it's going to be there longer. But if it's something minor that I can't figure out, it may be there a couple of days. But if it's something major, like the transmission blew up or the engine blew up, well, hell, bigger would be there for a week or two. Well, if it blew the engine, you'd just be better off just scrapping it then at that point. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to rebuild it, then that's what would happen. So, but most people don't really want to rebuild them. They just scrap them out and get a new one. So, and I kind of understand why. I think people like to switch. You know, they trade in machinery all the time. Like even just cars, snow blowers. I've seen quite a few snow blowers going for sale in my local area. Well, about an hour south of here, but still in my local area. But I'm really surprised at how many snowblowers I've seen going for sale. That's ridiculous. Well, everyone wants to get rid of them because they're, you know, the problems they'll probably have. I guess in the long run, it's just cheaper, to buy new stuff all the time. Now, I've had Big Red 6 years now, and I've had more. I mean, the first year, it was good. But I was having that one minor problem, and I didn't really know what it was at the time, but I think it was normal for the machine to do that, and I thought there was something wrong with it, but still been doing it, and nothing else has broke, so I figured, oh, it must just be the way it is then. You would hear kind of like a bearing grinding sound in the belt. Well, they looked at that, and they said there was nothing wrong with it, so I figured it's just the way it is then, but since it hasn't grenaded itself yet, I figured it's alright, but the way the things have been going the last few years, it's telling me that maybe it's time, because I shouldn't have to keep putting money into machinery all the time to fix it. I mean, I should figure that from Big Red, because, you know, the thing is with Big Red, I run him pretty hard, and when you run things hard, they are going to break sooner. But the thing is, too, I've been hard on the John Deere, and the John Deere hasn't even broke once. So, I haven't broken anything on the John Deere. So, but then again, you're not really romping the shit out of your John Deere mower either, right? You know, you're mowing your yard with it and doing yard work. But, you know, I pulled some pretty heavy loads with it. You know, that cultivator is the main thing. I pulled heavy with it. You know, I brushed hogged with it. I mean, I pushed that John Deere to its limits. And I haven't fried anything. I haven't broke anything. So, but I mean, there's a total difference between a four-wheeler and a tractor, or, you know, in a mower. But it's just, I mean, Big Red's got a lot of miles on him. You know, he's got almost 4,000 miles, and another 1,000 miles, and he'll be due for a drive belt. Which I'm surprised that hasn't grenaded itself yet after all the problems I've had with it. You know, with the whole entire machine, I mean. You know, pulling a heavy load with like that, you think would wear out that belt quicker, but, you know, they said it would be good for 5,000 miles, and so far it's done good. I did look at it a few years ago. I haven't looked at it since, but what kind of condition it would be in now, I don't know. It's probably got some cracks in it, I wouldn't doubt it, but screw it. Drive it till it fucking breaks, you know? Fuck it. Breaks, order a new one. So, but yeah, something needs to, you know, change. Something definitely just needs to get changed, because my dealer is bullshit. I mean, everyone around here is bullshit, pretty much. I mean, that's just kind of the reason why I don't like doing business with people around here. But I don't have a choice, because I don't have a pickup. I don't have a trailer. Even though you don't really even need a trailer to haul an ATV, you just need a ramp, and you can probably load it in the back of the pickup truck. But, I mean, yeah, we do have a pickup at the farm, but that thing is not, to me, it's not, you can't drive the thing on the road. It's just too wore out for that. We've already driven it to the cities once, and on the way home, the battery light came on. Well, it was raining like a cocksucker, too, that day, so maybe the battery was getting wet. I don't fucking know, but it's not a reliable pickup. That's the bottom line of that. That's not reliable. You need to get something that's reliable. You know, something that's got less miles on it. I mean, this thing's probably got close to 300,000 miles, if not over already. Because the fucking tack broke at 78,000, so we don't even know the true mileage. But when the last owner sold it, they said it had about 250 on it when they sold it to us. So, but now it probably has like 300,000. But it's not a reliable pickup because that thing's full of problems. 4-wheel drive don't work. Tires are wore out. Bed's rotted out. The heat don't work. No air conditioning. Radio don't work. I mean, you don't really need a radio, but it's not something I would want to drive for an hour because you don't know when something will break. You need something that's reliable, so something newer. So, but I don't know. Because I'm just getting kind of set up with, I just don't know what else to say because my dealer is a joke. You can't call them whenever you want to. And then it's like they have to schedule an appointment to even come and get the fucking thing. It's like, just come and get the damn thing, I mean, yeah, if you had a trailer and, or a pickup, you could bring it there that same day, but, if you wanted to haul it there, you could do that. But it ain't going to make a difference anyway because they're not going to work on the fucking thing until a certain day anyway. So, I don't know. What I'm looking for is a dealer that's, willing to come and get your things as soon as possible and work on them as soon as fucking possible. And apparently my small dealer is too fucking busy all the cock-sucking fucking time. Busy doing what? Jerking off the fucking porn? Like, do that on your own fucking time. Go home and go on there and do that at your house, not at your fucking job. That's how I feel about it. That's what I feel like they're doing all the time. They're just wasting time. They probably don't even have one machine in their fucking building, but yet they say that they're busy. But, they could be busy, too. I think I did see a 4-wheeler sitting in the corner or something by the door there, but I don't know. There's no reason why she couldn't have said something that day. And then he could have came and got it Friday, and then, they could have probably even worked on it all fucking Friday afternoon and brought it back fucking Monday afternoon, I don't expect them to bring it back on the fucking weekends, but, for God's sakes, work on it during the weekend there or something. Big Red is my main machine. I can't have this kind of breakdowns and then I have to wait 2 weeks for a company to come get my machine and work on it. Just getting them down here is a pain in the ass. No, what's worse is just trying to even get a fucking hold of them. That's the worst thing to try to do with these motherfuckers, is to get a hold of them to try to get your freaking name on the list of machines that need fucking work. And then I tried to get the fucking rack off of Big Red Friday. I think it was Friday, either Friday or Saturday. I tried to take the rack off, the front rack. That was a fucking fight. I couldn't even get the cocksucker off. Fucking rack is stupid. Either that rack needs to get replaced, or I just need to not lock that fucking thing anymore, because that's stupid. It'll look a little bit stupid with my rack sticking up a little bit. Well, hey, what are you gonna do? It keeps fucking sticking. I don't know what it's hanging up on, but it's hanging up on something. So I don't know what to fucking do with it anymore. Besides just not fucking lock the cocksucker down anymore. Just let it fucking sit up there then. Or better yet, just take the fucking thing off. And yeah, then all my wiring would be exposed. Well, it's exposed anyway. Because the rack's not water. It's not, it's got holes in it and stuff. So, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just one problem right after another with this 4-wheeler. I don't know. But you gotta understand, too, I do run Big Red pretty fucking hard. I run that, especially in the summertime, I'm running that cocksucker every day. I'm starting that thing probably 50,000 times a day. I'm really surprised, guys, that my starter hasn't even worn out yet. I'm saying if it's just a wire issue again, and it's not the starter, that's a pretty fucking tough starter. Starters usually don't last that fucking long. Well, they're designed to, but, you know, they still wear out from constant cranking all the time. Well, the first year I had Big Red, I didn't do anything really with him besides drove him around and plowed snow. And, well, even back then, I wasn't really driving around a whole heck of a lot. But now, I'm doing more and more and more with Big Red. Now I'm using Big Red to plow or to cultivate the gardens. I'm using Big Red to pull trees. I'm using Big Red to fucking move snow. I mean, you've seen my snow plowing videos. You know, Big Red does a lot of work for me. And for the amount of abuse that I've been giving him, he's been holding up fairly well. I mean, the front suspension, I think, is kind of starting to get a little bit weak, but that just could be the way it is. I don't fucking know. And then I have the starter wire issue. So, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It would have been nice to had gotten the ion fixed, because I could have just put in a trailer hitch on that and just gotten, like, you know, a small trailer to haul Big Red on. Because then I just would have went straight to the cities. Because I did call it the cities a few years ago. Then asked them if they came this far up north, and they said no, it was out of their range. Which I figured that, but it was worth a shot, you know. And they answered the fucking phone right away. I mean, you cannot be away from the phone if you're running a fucking company. You're not professional at it then. You need to have someone staying by the phones at all times. But they don't want to hire any more than they have to, so this is what we got to put up with. Well, it's unacceptable. When I have a machine that breaks down on me, even if it's something minor or something major, it needs to get in as soon as possible. If I had another four-wheeler that, you know, that had a plow on it or whatever, then I probably wouldn't be so pissed off, because I have a secondary machine to run for a while. But Big Red's my main machine, so I can't have this. I gotta have him in there as soon as fucking possible, regardless of the fucking problem. So, we will see if he calls later on this afternoon, which if he does, well, then he ain't coming today anyway. So, I don't know. It's just a little bit frustrating, you know. Because, I mean, the main thing is, too, is just that no one... The thing that goes on around here, guys, is that no one around here talks to each other. That's the thing. No one likes to talk to each other to update the other person on what the hell's been going on. When you have two companies, let's say, working together, and you're doing business with both of them, and they're supposed to be talking to each other, you know, telling them information, and they don't do it. There's some kind of an error going on there where they're not talking, you know, with another company. So, that's the reason why there's so much bullshit going on over here, because everyone's got fucking phones, but no one wants to make that long distance fucking phone call. You know, it's stupid. I mean, that's another thing too, is that for businesses around here, they don't want to make that long distance phone call. They make the customer do that, which isn't, I don't think, is fair. You know, but what are you gonna do, right? I shouldn't have to call you, you know, to ask when my machine's done. You should be nice enough to fucking make that long distance phone call and call me and be like, hey, your four-wheeler's done. You can come pick her up anytime. I mean, what happened to that kind of service? I mean, we don't get that anymore. I mean, there's only one company that I know around here anyway that's willing to actually work with you and that actually calls you back, is the gas company that I go buy my gas from. Because they're still stuck in the fucking 1800s. You know, I mean, there's still a company that comes out and pumps your gas for you. You don't get that kind of service anymore. Which, I mean, it's no big deal for me to go pump my own gas, but I mean, that's just the way this company is. And they've always been like that, and I think they're always going to be like that, because they as long as I've been here, they've been like that. So, and they're willing to work with you. They're willing to let you make monthly payments on something, like, well, that fucking $250 bill that I got stuck with that couple months, or the last month I got stuck with that or something. That was whatever. Well, I'm making monthly payments on that, because there's just no way in hell I can come up with all that kind of money at one fucking time. So, they're willing to work with you. But no other company are willing to work with you anymore. Making monthly payments to anyone or anything is very rare nowadays. Because everyone has a trusting issue now. Thanks to all the lowlives out there that ruined it for everyone else that actually tries to pay their fucking bills and does. They ruined it for us. Because there's other people out there that were doing it. And they just said, the hell with paying the bill. So, and then they started getting tired of it, and they started taking that away from people. And I'm not that kind of person that's going to, say charge something and then forget about it. And say, hey, you can just keep the fucking bill. I ain't gonna, you're not getting my money. I'm not like that. If I want something done, and if I can charge it, then I'm gonna pay it. I'm gonna pay every month until the fucking bill's done. And my grandma's the same way. She's financed or monthly paymented, a few things from this gas company, and she keeps up her payments. She pays, like, depending on the price of the freaking thing, she'll give them out at least $100 a month. Now, mind you, when you buy a $1,000 tire for a tractor, it's going to take you a long time to pay off that $1,000. But when you're making $100 payments, it does go down compared to if you only paid $25, And I try to pay what I think is fair. I think as long as I pay over $50 to $100 or more, if I can spare it, I think that's reasonable. Depending on what it is. Now, like my credit card from Capital One, I'm not getting anywhere with that because I'm paying the minimal, which is $25, and that's not really getting me anywhere in life. So, but the reason why I'm doing that is because I have other medical bills that I'm trying to get rid of as well. So, I'm not filthy rich. So, that's why I'm trying to pay off all the small bills. And now I'm stuck with this $250 bill. Well, I already paid like $100 or whatever into that already. So, I mean, that bill will disappear quickly, very quickly. I mean, I could probably have it paid off next month if I really wanted to. Which I'm probably going to try to do that. But for my medical bills, they're a lot harder to get rid of. So, and that's what's stupid too, is that a lot of companies, like I said, they don't charge you. They don't let you charge anymore. I think I had even asked my polairs dealer if they do that kind of thing, and they said no. So, I mean, we have this trusting issue going on now where companies can't trust their customers. And I think that's really sad. I mean, I'm not saying it's the company's fault. It's the people that were doing the monthly payments and then just stopped paying them. They ruined it for everyone else. Back in the day, you could do that. Everyone fucking did it. But then you had those certain amount of people that just said, no, I ain't paying that. You can just rot in hell. And of course, then they get taken to court over it. Well, if you just fucking pay it every month, give up what you can, you'd be fucking done. And save this fucking lawyer going to court bullshit, and stop ruining it for everyone else. That's the thing that's going on nowadays, is that everyone has to ruin it for everyone else. We can't do anything to help us out. We have to pay the full thing. Because now there's that trusting issue going on with companies. So, I think it's sad. This country's gone to hell in a handbasket. So, And it's gone in a hell of a hurry, too. This country's not like it used to be anymore, and that's the problem. But, people are just like that. So, not much you can say about it. So, I don't know. It's an unfortunate deal, but what are you going to do about it? Everyone else likes to cock over the fucking program. So, we'll see if the bastards call today. Oh, and Big Red's still hooked up to the plow. Still got my sandbag weights on. Fuck it. They can just take it all with them. You're going to make it a living hell for me, I'll make it a living hell for you then, too. And I'm sure that my plow is actually frozen to the ground because I think my plow's sitting in water. And the water's probably obviously been frozen, so my plow's probably most likely frozen to the ground. Well, whatever. You didn't say when you were going to come, so I didn't get anything ready. I'm sure the winch cable could pull it out real easy, but, it's probably not even frozen to the ground. I don't know, but normally I usually put something underneath of it to keep the plow from sitting in it, but I forgot to do that, so whatever. I usually don't do that until almost springish, because that's when all the snow starts to melt and you bring all that slop into the garage, so didn't want to plow the rot away, so I usually try to keep it out of the water, but what's it gonna do now? It's frozen, so. But I don't know, boys. I guess we'll just wait and see if I guess if they call. Looks like someone left a comment. And that's something that YouTube fucking changed too, is just comment bullshit. It's stupid. Oh, someone just uploaded the video. I don't give a fuck about that. So, yeah, I guess I'll just wait around. They said they'd probably call in the afternoon sometime. Well, it's almost noon. Got probably another 20 minutes yet, so maybe less than 20 minutes. 15 minutes probably, I don't fucking know. But, the thing is, too, is that they go on their fucking lunch break for an hour. So, which I guess, whatever, that's not a problem there. You gotta eat, so. But I still think that they should have had someone there even at noon, Someone goes on their lunch break at 11, and then they come in, and then they cover the noon hour, and then those people would go and eat, So it's kind of like your business is open truly all day long, It's not closed at a certain time. And then they close their doors at noon to go eat, which, whatever. I think if you went to a big city, you couldn't have it that way because people are wanting things right away. So, but whatever, like I said, it's where I live is a totally different ball game to people that live in the city. Rules are totally different in the city compared to here. And what's nice about a city is that everything's within walking distance. Nothing is within walking distance here. So what are you gonna do, right? You gotta put up with the bullshit until you can afford the shit that you need. Like, I need a fucking pickup truck and a trailer to haul Big Red and the John Deere around. Because as soon as I do get my pickup in a trailer, or even maybe just some ramps or something, well, I'll rather refer a trailer because it wouldn't be such a damn pain in the ass to load it up. Because trying to load it up into the back of a pickup truck would be a pain in the ass if it's not running. Could use the winch, but it might break the fucking cable. It's rated for that machine, but whatever. But as soon as I get a pickup and a trailer, I'm done with this company. With this polairs dealer anyway, I'm done with them. I'll start going to the cities then. Because there's no. They're not even a company. I don't even know what the fuck you'd want to call them. They're not a dealer. They're not a fucking mechanic shop. They're just fucking stupid. That's all they really are. Because I can't ever get a hold of them. I've kept trying and trying and trying. Couldn't do it. Other people are trying to call them to get, so they can order things, for their kids or whatever. Like that one lady wanted to do. She wanted to buy something for her grandson or whatever, and she wanted him to order it, so she wouldn't have to go up to the cities. No, she couldn't get a hold of them. And this is truly the reason why I like to do a lot of my shopping now online. And I believe there was a guy on that left a comment on my channel or on my video, and he actually gave me a link to that part that was broken. And that was only about a $13 part, and that's what he charged at the dealer for it. And it's like, well, fuck me, I could have just ordered it online and saved me the bullshit. But they had already ordered it, so. But if that part breaks again, I'm just going to order it online. I think I figured out that one. It's not the Polairs website. It's a different. It's still a Polairs website. I think it's mostly like a breakdown catalog, basically. I know you can order them online too. You can actually get a catalog, but this is like an online setup now. And I think I'm understanding how it works. So I was able to find that part that I was looking for that shifter. I think you can even order it there too, but of course you can order it anywhere. You can probably, even on eBay or Amazon, you can probably order them there. Yeah, I'm just gonna start trying to find my shit online. Because the amount of time that I spent trying to call these motherfuckers, I could have had a part shipped here. Could have gotten it here sooner than that. So, I mean, when it comes time for Big Red to get new tires, it'll have to go to the cities, I guess. Hopefully by then I'll have it pick up in the trailer. Because this company here, this dealer here, they don't deserve my money. They're not worth it. They're not worth getting stressed over. I'm stressed out because I don't have a machine to plow snow with. And if we get more snow, what am I going to do? And if it's too much to shovel and if it's wet, what am I going to do? Trying to get my uncle down here with the blower is like pulling teeth, so you're basically on your own when it comes to stuff like this. So I was lucky when that part broke on Big Red. That when it broke, I was done. I was done plowing snow. The only thing I wanted to do was just maybe clean up the ends around the mailbox, but it wasn't a big deal to do it. But I was done. I had all the main shit done. The mailbox was open. The driveway was plowed open. That's the main shit. Can't plow a trail to the shop because that's too much for the four-wheeler. But I did shovel a little path. So, I don't know. Something's got to change. That's the main thing. Something's got to change. I either got to get a pickup with a trailer, or I got to get that ion fixed and get a trailer. Either way, you're spending about the same amount of money anyway. And of course, then to put a hitch on the car, well, that's going to have to go to the cities and have done, because I ain't having no one around here fucking doing it. Unless I don't think the mechanic shop here that I buy my gas from does that kind of work. So if they do it, well, then I take it to them, even though I don't really want to be taking my shit to them. But I don't have a choice because I don't have the right kind of equipment to be hauling my equipment around to getting shit fixed at a proper place. Because everyone around here is assholes. Don't want to answer their phones. Don't want to work with you. So, what are you gonna do? You gotta put up with it. So, well, I'm tired of it. So, something's gonna have to change, boys. Something's gonna have to give because. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finance that snowblower. I mean, I haven't heard anything back from them yet, but I mean, I may not hear anything from them for another month, but it's the point that when they do finally get a hold of me, they're either going to call me or they're going to, send me an email or whatever. They could deny me, saying that my credit's too shitty yet. So, which, well, I'm back to square one again. back to relying on Big Red. I want to get Big Red off of plowing snow so fucking bad. I mean, if I could have gotten the fucking loader for the 1586, I would have been done plowing snow with Big Red. I would have been done, but the fucking rim blew out. So, but in a way, I'm not too mad about the rim blowing out because you know what? At least now I have a reliable rim. I knew that rim was cracked to begin with, but I didn't think it would fail that soon. I figured, well, maybe it'll hold on for a year or two. So in a way, I'm glad that the rim did blow out because at least then I don't have to worry about it. And the engine got fixed because it was leaking diesel fuel. The oil got changed. You know, that tractor got a good tune-up, and I did get to use it on the chisel plow, so at least I got to try it out. Damn good tractor, that's what I'll say. It's a damn good tractor, but it sucks that I could not put the fucking loader on it. It really sucks. Because you guys don't understand what a fucking pain in the ass it is to plow with a four-wheeler. You know, it's just... I'm doing more cursing and breaking shit and fixing shit on Big Red than anything else. It's just more of a big old fucking argument than it is, you know, fun. I don't even find plowing snow with Big Red anymore fun. I used to back in the day because I wasn't breaking shit. The winch cable wasn't broken. Wasn't having issues. We weren't getting a lot of snow at the time. I mean, later on in the year we did, but at the beginning we didn't get a heck of a lot. So, you know, good times. But now it's just a pain in the ass. You know, and then what sucked at this year is that we got a foot of snow right out of the fucking gate. We didn't even get an inch. We got a foot. And it was blowing on top of that. So, I mean, you can't help what Mother Nature decides to do to you, but, you know, it was a little bit too much, I think, right out of the gate. And, you know, and I got that big drift behind the house. Well, I'm not even going to attempt to try to move it because I know what a pain in the ass that is because I've done it. I've done it in the fucking past. And Big Red just gets hung up and I break shit and... Nah, it's not worth arguing with it anymore. It's just fucking snow. Let it go. That's why I hope that I can get a snowblower. It would be nice if I can finance... See, the thing is I can finance with Northern Tool, but it's just that I have to get approved to do it. And if they deny me, well, then I'm screwed until my credit goes back up. My credit was up, but then when that fucking $6,000 fucking medical bill hit me, that fucking put a big fucking dent in it. And then another thing too is that I need to start doing more. I want to say financing, but it's not really. Well, you make monthly payments online. You order something online and you make monthly payments to that. That's what does it. That's what makes your credit go up. And then having a credit card. That helps too. Well, I'm paying very little on my credit card because I got stuck with this big medical bill and I'm still trying to pay this fucking thing off. I thought I was very close to being done, but they come to find out they stuck another one on me. Or they did something with it, and let's just say it's about the same. It's a little bit more than a snowblower. The one I'm looking at, anyway. Well, it's a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely more than that. So, no, let's put it this way. It's about the same price as that fucking loader I wanted from like that dealership that was selling the loader that I wanted to put on the tractor. Yeah, I have about that much fucking left. So, but I'm making my monthly payments on that, and I'm paying them well over $100 for that because I want to try to get rid of it as fucking soon as fucking possible. So, I think I'm paying like $130 or something on that a month. So I'm paying, you know, I'm paying it to get it off, to fucking get rid of it. But it sucks too because then you know you have less money in your wallet, and you got a breakdown. You got to put up with it. So Big Red's still broken. Did you guys know I haven't left my house at all this week? I've been stuck in my house for a full week. No, I mean, yeah, I'm not... Well, I've been getting out and I made a video a few days ago, but I'm stuck to my yard. Let's put it that way. I can't go beyond my property line because I can't get anywhere. Sure, I could walk my fat ass to the farm, but it's cold out. I ain't doing that. And it's kind of a long walk. Well, for me anyway. Being a fat ass that I am. So, but, what are you gonna do? Just hope that you can get him in as soon as fucking possible and get him fixed and get him back up and running, because I need him running. I need him running before we get another snowstorm. So, I was gonna try to maybe look around with it today, but I'm just tired of working on shit. I mean, if it was just maybe one problem a year, and if it was something minor, I probably could fix it myself. Like the winch cable, I break that all the time, right? But I can fix that myself. I don't need to call a dealer to fix it. And the way I fixed it, it's just a clamp, but it works. I don't call my damn dealer every time I break it. So, but the starting issue, I don't know what's up with that. It's probably that fucking wire again. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know. Unless it's melting or something. I don't know. Maybe the routing of it's poor. I don't know. I can tell you one thing though. What would be fun though is when Big Red does finally quit running. He's going to be a fun fucking machine to tear apart. Because I would love to know how the hell everything's routed on that machine. I mean, by the time it gets to that, they'll have the Sportsman 5000s out, So they already got the Sportsman 1000s out, so I'm sure by then there'll be a 5000 out too, so. But, to be honest with you, I'm not going with another four-wheeler again. I'm done with four-wheelers. My next Polaris item will be a Ranger. I'm still looking at the 900s. I've looked at some smaller ones as well. But the 900s are my favorite, and of course they're more money. But I know that Mossman recommended just to get it stock with nothing on it, and then just work your way up. I guess with them being stock, they're only like $12,000 or $13,000 stock. With nothing even on them, nothing at all. And then he says just buy little bits and pieces over here over the years, and before you know it, you got a good, reliable machine. Well, by the time you get everything for your Ranger, you're going to be back buying another one. It's like, really? Things just don't last like they used to. But, yeah, I just kind of wouldn't mind getting big. I think if Big Red if I could get Big Red off of plowing, it would be so much better for him. I think he's getting wore out. I mean, for something that's only got almost 4,000 miles, it shouldn't be wore out. But he acts like he's wore out. I mean, the engine still sounds strong and solid, but, maybe it's just the tires. Maybe it's just the way the tires are worn down. Maybe it just makes it feel like he's not as good. But, I mean, that's probably the main issue. The tires are probably shot in it, but, I don't know. Though I know that the young guy said he's got a couple Polaris Sportsman 500 HOs or whatever. I guess they got the dump box on them or whatever. I've seen them in the past. They're okay four-wheelers. Apparently he's got a couple of those, and I guess both of them are close to 10,000 miles. So, I mean, Big Red's nowhere near 10,000 miles. But I don't know if Big Red would survive 10,000 miles. If it did, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. I figured if I just drove him around, not even plowed with him, then he would. But working him, yeah, he's not gonna last. I'm just watching the cats on the security camera outside the house, and they're going nuts up playing in that fucking snow. And it's like a cat there that's all black. I don't know if that's. We have two more cats, random cats walking around my fucking house. We got a little baby kitten, which I think that might be it, but hell, it started growing up quick though. But anyways, there's a black kitten running around. And then there's another cat that's wandering around. I don't know what it is with people just dumping their fucking cats off in town, but that's got to stop. So, And they always make their fucking way over to my place. So. But yeah, so anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to tag off. I probably made this video like over an hour, but we'll see if they call. We'll see. I guess we'll just see what the fuck happens. They're on their lunch break now because it's noon, so they might call around 1 or 1:30, but we'll see. So I will keep you guys updated. Who knows when the next fucking video will be? It'll probably be another fucking stupid 3 days away or whatever. I don't know. So, alrighty, guys, I'm taking off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.